So for the third time this season, Caitlin Clark has won Eastern Conference Player of the Week. And yeah, do I believe she deserves to win Eastern Conference Player of the Week? I'm going to be I have my theory for this. And if I am wrong, I am going to say that Kelsey Mitchell got robbed. If Kelsey Mitchell rocks up with Player of the Month, and I know as sometimes people pick in awards, if there's an award that's tight, if something is tight or something is close, there are always times where you see someone saying, it goes like, okay, yeah, who's winning Player of the Month? Okay, it's Kelsey Mitchell. So Player of the Week is really close, so we'll give Player of the Week to Caitlin Clark. If it's not like that, Kelsey Mitchell's been robbed. It is as simple as that. If that's not the case, if Caitlin Clark comes out with July Player of the Month, which I don't think she deserves over Kelsey. She was injured for the first for 3 games at the start of the month, and then played 3 poor games on a minutes restriction. And then Kelsey Mitchell also scored 20 plus, averaged like 30 points a game for the month. I think it should be an obvious Kelsey Mitchell Player of the Month. That being said, I think overall Caitlin winning Player of the Week is fine in a vacuum is fine. Like she's the greatest offensive player of all time in this league. Peak for peak. Peak for peak. Let's take a listen to, this is Stephanie White here.
It's incredible. She does things that we haven't seen. In the moment, sometimes it's surreal. Just incredible.
I get my hats off to Tutu to lead us and put us in the right position to really be effective.
Clark launches, pulls at the foul line, and knocks it down. Time from CC. Step back, deep one, got it from Eugene. Just shaking off that Seattle defense. Purple rain in Seattle. She's caught fire. She puts it up and scores. That's it. It's a triple-double for Caitlin. Bounce pass. Oh, my goodness gracious. Clark draws the foul. Oh, she hit it. Clark from way downtown. She hits a 3.
So yeah, look, if we're being real, Caitlin was unbelievable this week. It's one of those things where you can have the greatest week of all time and not win Player of the Week if somebody else has just been better than you. And I do feel like Kelsey in this last week has been better. I think if the logic is, okay, we're going to give Player of the Week to Caitlin, and then we're going to give Player of the Month to Kelsey, which we're announcing tomorrow, then yeah, I'm okay. I'm absolutely okay with that from the league. But my guess is that a lot of the people are going to be talking about how Kelsey Mitchell needs to get out from the fever because she's being robbed. If I'm being very clear, I don't think people understand how much easier the game becomes for Kelsey Mitchell. She can sleepwalk to 26 points now. Last season, she averaged 20 points per game. And you know how hard she literally nearly died. I'm not even joking. She nearly died on the court. She gave her body out. Do you know how much easier it is for her to put up 30 points this year? She's doing it while probably logging maybe 2/3 of the yards in a game. Probably expending 2/3 of the injury. Or of the energy. And with Kelsey Mitchell, you're not going to want to get away from Caitlin. Unless you are getting away from Caitlin to get to... Is there anyone who's going to take the gravity away from Kelsey to Caitlin? It's going to make life as easy for Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark when the two of them are firing on all cylinders together. Because we know sometimes they get in each other's way. When the two of them are playing together. And even when they get into each other's way, I think that's basically the same as any other star. I think when they're playing off each other, they're the greatest offensive backcourt of all time. But I'm going to guess a lot of responses are, oh, Kelsey. So you're giving her Player of the Week for assists, and Kelsey out here scoring 30. I don't get why they're going to give it to every player. And let's take a look here.
Thing, we got an Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
My guess is that she is. I wouldn't be surprised if she's gone straight running up to celebrate with Kelsey Mitchell. And I wouldn't be as surprised if there's a friendly banter between the two of them. Oh, which one of us has got it? Which one of us has got it? I think Kelsey's got Player of the Month. I think they know before they're being told. I think Kelsey's got Player of the Month. I think she has it kind of sewn up. If she doesn't, that's a robbery. If Kelsey does not come out with Player of the Month, in my opinion, that is a complete robbery. But I don't think you can complain too much when a player, again, has put up a 26-point triple-double. And in their bad game was 1 point off a 20-10 game. Which when Courtney Vandersloot retires, she'll probably, by the time Sloot leaves, Caitlin might have more 20-10 assist games than everybody. And everyone else. But yeah, it's a good thing to see, obviously. You know, Caitlin going out there winning awards and the Indiana Fever players not being screwed. But if we're being very clear, it is it's basically one of these things where Caitlin and Kelsey, especially in that Eastern Conference, the only player that you could argue maybe would have a shot is Angel Reese, but no. No, Angel Reese has been the next best player in the East. In that Eastern Conference, you're not giving Stewie. You're not giving Stewie, Player of the Week, when her team is drastically underperforming. And again, Stewie get the first 3 this season? When it comes to Caitlin, she's putting up historic numbers. Kelsey Mitchell is putting up great numbers too. Caitlin's putting up historically great numbers. And it's going to be annoying because this is probably going to be the greatest individual season of all time. Individual regular season of all time in the WNBA by AJ Wilson. If you rewind to Jonquel Jones' MVP year, obviously Jonquel Jones is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Jonquel Jones. But if you wind back to her MVP year, she put up 19 points, 11 boards on 50% shooting from field, 35% from 3. And she had a negative assist to turnover ratio. If I'm being real, Olivia Miles is having an equivalent season, if not better, than Jonquel's MVP year. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are having equivalent, if not better, to Jonquel's MVP year. And that's not saying Jonquel Jones didn't deserve to win MVP in 2021. It's saying that there are multiple MVP caliber seasons happening right now. And by the way, there are 4. There is a gap, and then you got Caitlin, Olivia Miles, Kelsey Mitchell, who are all the chasing pack. Are they? Every time it looks like they're closing in on Asia does something and pulls away. But they are closing in. They are the ones chasing Asia. And then there is Breanna Steward versus Paige Bueckers for that last spot on the All-W first team. If one of those 3, if things don't drastically change, and one of those 3 don't make the first team at the expense of one of Paige or Stewie, I don't know what the fuck this league's doing. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys.